Good morning, everybody. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy, old ham radio cat right here in the middle of everything. Hey, Knothead. I'm going to do a follow up to my 10-meter vertical versus horizontal video I did the other day. Man, thank y'all. I've got more comments on that than any video I've done in a while, and more views. It's up to almost 900 views since Saturday. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate the input. All the comments were positive. I did wonder a little bit if somebody thought I might have been trying to say verticals weren't as good as horizontal. I've never said that. Jeff and Kent's been helping me out with some info this week, and I found something else we're going to talk about here in just a second. But I'm going to give a shout out to KJ5 Bravo November Sierra Harold out of Texarkana. Harold's a new ham we got in our club. In fact, he's got ties here to the town I live in. He's 41 miles according to QRZ from me, and I was actually able to work him ground wave last night. He's tried to check in with us a couple of times, and Adam and Jeff, who are further east than all of us, have been able to get a decent copy on him, probably S3, S4 copy on him. Last night I had him about a 41. About almost would give him a 5 on audio and about 1 on signal strength at 41 miles. Tried to work KI5NHZ Greg the other night. I had him, heard him in here. I don't know if he heard me, and that's about another 45 mile ground wave contact. Ground wave, as a rule on 10 meters, you're probably not going to be reliable over 25 to 30 miles in any direction. And it all depends, again, on the antennas being polarized the same. But I have never tried to tell anybody one antenna is better than the other. I'm just giving you suggestions and tell you how we do things. Jeff and Kent both sent some stuff to me, and I found some stuff in my handbook we're going to go over right quick. This was out of one of his handbooks. An attempt was made by at least one receiver manufacturer in the early 40s to establish some significant numbers for S meters. S9 was to be equivalent to 50 U volts, and each S unit would have been equal to 6 dB. The scale readings above S9 were given in dB. This system never took hold in the manufacturing world. As a rule, these S meters are going to be a little different, and one may not be calibrated as different to the other. All right. There's some more info Jeff sent me, and I found it in my handbook. Now, guys, I've been a big promoter of these ARRL handbooks and this antenna book. Now, I have about decided the antenna book is probably not what a newbie needs to start with right off the bat unless you've got a good background in electronics, because a lot of this stuff's kind of NASA engineer explained. There's one from my old buddy David, one of my subscribers. I use it. Some of it, as long as I've been in the hobby, is still a little hard for me to understand. These ARRL handbooks, I highly recommend you get one if you're a new ham and trying to learn this hobby. The stuff Jeff sent me, he found in his 90 book, and I found it in this 92, so I'm going to quote this. Talking about antenna choices. The amount of available space should be high on the list of factors to consider when selecting an antenna. Those who live in urban areas must often accept a compromised type of antenna for the HF bands because the city lot won't accommodate full-size wire dipoles. Other constrictions may be imposed by the amount of money available for an antenna system, including supporting hardware, the number of amateur bands, and local ordinances. Finally, the operation objective comes into play to dedicate oneself to DXing or to settle for a general type of operation that will yield short and long haul QSOs during periods of good propagations. Because of these influences, it is impossible to suggest one type of antenna system over the other. A rule of thumb might be to erect the biggest and best collection of antennas that space and finances will allow. If a modest system is an order of the day, then use whatever is practical and accept the less than optimum performance. Okay, that's basically everything I've said in every video. Here's something Jeff always says: height is might. In general, the height of the antenna above ground is the most crucial factor at the higher end of the HF spectrum, 14 through 30 megahertz. This is because the antenna should be clear of conductive objects such as power lines, phone wires, gutters, and the like, plus high enough not to have a low radiation level. All right. Ground plane verticals, however, should be installed as high above ground as possible so their performance will not be degraded by conductive objects. I'm sorry, I'm not reading well this morning. Antenna polarization. Most HF band antennas are either vertically or horizontally polarized, although circular polarization is possible, just as it is in VHF UHF. The polarization is determined by positioning of the radiating element or wires with respect to Earth. Thus, a radiator that is parallel to Earth radiates horizontally, while an antenna that is right angled to Earth, vertical, radiates a vertical wave. All right. During line of sight communications, maximum signals will exist when the antennas at both ends of the circuit have the same polarity. Cross polarization results in many decibels of signal reduction. During propagation via the ionosphere, i.e. skywave, however, it is not essential to have the same polarization as it's stationed at the opposite end of the circuit. This is because the radio wave is bent and it tumbles considerably during its travel at the atmospheric layer, which is refracted. At the far end of the communications path, the wave may be horizontal or vertical or somewhere in between at the given instant. That's pretty well what we've always said about ground wave versus skywave communications. And I'm trying to explain this, set this channel up to try to help new guys out. That's my main issue, because I want to help these new guys get in this hobby and stay in the hobby. Put whatever kind of antenna you can afford up. Just get as high as you can, and you may have to compromise on what you want to do. If ground wave doesn't make any difference to you, put any kind of vertical up you want. The Antron 99 seems to be a real popular antenna on 10 meters. I know Kent runs one. Several of my commenters ran one. And that's great. That's an absolute great antenna. My experience with verticals is they pick up a little more noise, as Kent was explaining to me last night, that a lot of the noise, atmospheric noise from the sun, is vertically polarized, so naturally it's going to pick it up a little better. I can tell a difference in noise level when I switch from my Hustler to any of my horizontal antennas. So, again, it all depends on what you want to get out of the hobby and what you're trying to do. I wish to help any of you any way we can. You leave us a comment. If I can't answer it, we got a whole crew of guys in the 10 meter Hammerheads group. That's the new name for our group now, the Hammerheads. In fact, I'm going to do a little more video changing up. I'm going to run one intro video at the beginning, and the last thing you'll see will be that color 10 meter Hammerheads picture I got, and that'll end up my videos from now on for a while. I'm trying to do some more improvement on the channel, looking at getting a separate camera here in the next couple of weeks. Guys, I appreciate everybody subscribed to the channel, and that last video had some awesome response. I've jumped up, I think, 28 subscribers since Saturday, almost 900 views. I can't thank y'all enough. Hope everybody has a great Christmas and Happy New Year. We got some more videos in the works. We're going to be doing some more reviews on some MFJ antennas here in a couple of weeks, and we're going to keep trying to find some good subjects to help you new guys out. Remember, Main Trading Company in Paris, Texas. He's still got them end of the year sales going on. This is KB5 MIQ Big Boy with old ham radio cat just laid down. 73, everybody.